Hey, check it out. It's Bomb Shadows here with a sort of impromptu live stream. I was trying to go live with Waddy and Fly the L earlier. No fault of their own or Waddy's fault of his own. It just didn't work out for some reason. Maybe someday it can be remedied and we can get on that, but it just wasn't happening tonight. I don't know what the issue was. I think it was maybe a YouTube issue, but that's just saying that. So I was like, well, I'm already ready to go. I'm already ready to do a live stream. So might as well. And I decided, well, today, well, actually not today, but the other day, or yesterday, I got in this Mattel Retro 4-pack. And it's got Bobby Eaton, Virgil, Million Dollar Man Style, King Harley, Handsome Race, and one of my favorites, the Ultra Warrior. So what I decided to do, since this is just sort of on the like fly or whatever, I'm just gonna bumbox all of these. I'm gonna bumbox the box. I'm gonna bumbox the figures. And maybe later on camera, I might just have like a whole WrestleMania action with my own fig fed. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, I'll pop this bad boy open right now. And here we go. First off, I forgot about the tape. So luckily, I have an effing plastic effing fork right here, baby. I know the most pro tools. That's what I'm about now. I got all the special equipment. All right, we throw that plastic knife away. Now we pop this top open. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at all that. Oh, that looks nice. Really nice. So, who is going to pop out of this sweet little box first? None other. None effing other than the Ultimate Warrior! Or something like that. So that's him. I'm just gonna go one by one. These are sealable packages. So is it cheating a little bit? I mean, I would hope people wouldn't be little jerks and like bust them all up and put them back in the package and present them as new. But you never know, little jerks. They'll do little jerk things. So what I'm gonna do is not be a jerk. I'm gonna open it and you can see it live right here, baby. And Ultimate Warrior first off the bat. Hell effing yeah. So we pop this card off. See the little slidey poo or whatever. Oh, okay. The card comes out perfect. And I have to say the card thing again. Bombshutters at yahoo.com. You want the cards for free? Okay, I'm just offering them for free. I'm going to mail you them. I'm going to pay the shipping just to give you these. So get them. What are you doing? Look at the back. Bam. And I got ones from Title Run Toys, Grapplers and Gimmicks, Zombie Sailor, Epic Toys, Figure Collections, all of them bad boys, bad. What you gonna do? We take his little plastic off. What you gonna do? Now, oh baby. Here's the Ultimate Warrior. Now, let's first get a nice look-see at that IC Intercontinental Championship. That is very beautiful. One of my favorite titles of all time, I will say. Made to fit for a retro, as it's got the, before I wrap it, because it's got those little pokey poos, little nipplies through the hole. You put the little nipples through the hole, and then it fastens it. So I'm going to unnipple this. And then we take it off. And I wish I could take off the trunks too, but I can't. And what it looks like. Now, people have complained the face scan is very cartoony. And yes, it is. But I just don't care. I love this figure. I don't even care. Like, I know it's cartoony, but like, you give it to Mattel for having those old school Hasbro little action. You know what I mean? Little action makes a big difference to me, and I don't know. I like what Mattel's doing. I like it a lot. I know, like, people think, too cartoony, and I do agree. This face could be a little more, like, realistic as opposed to, hey guys, I'm a guest on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I love Ninja Turtles. But it's like, is he a guest star on the Ninja Turtles or is he Ultimate Warrior? Like, we gotta make a decision here. So, I don't know. I guess I will say I like this figure. And maybe only because I'm a fan of the Ninja Turtles, because it's very cartoony. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at them like they're pretty goofy. But for some reason, I like it. So, maybe that says more about me than the figure. Just take a look at his bum. Oh, I just wanted you to look at his bum. So we'll put him here. Somewhat here. I have a crappy camera angle. There we go. Next up on the list. Oh, baby. Is it not Bobby the Brain Heenan? Pointing at the brain itself. Yes. Take this little slidey poo off. Slide that poo off. Oh, crap. Does something fall? Oh, no, it's just whatever. So here's the backing card. There's Bobby the Brain. Oh, it's glory. It's handsome glory. I'm going to throw his card there again. You can have that. Like I said, here's the plastic. And like I said, they're going to end up in the recycle center anyway. Because I ain't going to keep all this trash. And it's not trash. To some people, these are treasures. I love backing cards. However, I personally don't have the room or the real estate or storage or whatever. I'm already exhausting it at this point. So I need to get rid of these. And instead of just quote unquote throwing them away or recycling them, I just thought maybe a sweet bum out there, a sour bum out there, or a fan out there might just want some free backing cards. I don't know. What am I doing? Just trying. That's all. So we look at Bobby the Brain Heenan. Okay. Now let's take a look. In retrospect, I probably should have, and I didn't, break out the Epic Toys versions, which I got both of. But we are just reviewing this figure in particular. He's pointing at the brain because why? He's Bobby the Brain Heenan. The the coat is kind of a light blue, like a metallic light blue. Some sequins on it. He's got the little bow tie with the shirt. And you know what? The face likeness, not too shabby. I mean, like, you can tell this is Bobby the Brain Heenan. If they came out with this in the Hasbro days, I probably would have passed out, got, like, resuscitated, and then been like, wow, that's a great figure. So, if that had happened, God forbid, but it might have. But with this figure, like I'm saying, I'm looking at it right now today, and it's great. And I do have the Epic Toys ones, and I do got the red and the black, and they are different. However, like, if you want to just take this figure as it is, it's really good. And I like what they do with the jacket. It's not just like flat or whatever. It's got that little shiny poo to it. Like Bobby the Brain did. He was always got the shiny. He's always got the, the diamond shining, if you will. He was always looking good, looking sparkly, always looking like Bobby the Brain Heenan. And can't deny that. One of my favorite characters ever, whether a manager or a color correspondent. It was Bobby the Brain Heenan, and I love him, and this figure, I love it. Next up. Oh, baby, who is it going to be? Oh, it's the King. One of the toughest in wrestling. Handsome King Harley Race, baby. Now, this one, there was no other figures of Warrior. We had retros. We had Hasbro's. Bobby the Brain Heenan, we didn't have Hasbro's, unfortunately, but we had retros from a quality company like Epic Toys. However, Harley Race, and I know TRT, they just put up a pre-order. But, however, what's first to the race? Mattel did it. So we're going to take his cardi off. Trying to slip and slide that bad doggy out that. Okay, there's a little extra. You know, let me actually, before I toss this away, they put this in the back of the figure, if you can see, for some extra protection. So you can't fault Mattel for that. Man, they're doing it. They're trying their best. So when I throw this thing away that's a piece of crap to me, I understand the purpose of it. So maybe it's not a piece of crap. Maybe it's just plastic to protect my man, Handsome Harley Race. So we'll gently put that plastic away out of respect. We'll pop him out of his plastic cage. We'll take this plastic, put it over there. Now, not only do we get sweet Harley Race crown included. Okay. Let me pop his collar down. He's popping his collar. He's Harley Race. He can do whatever he wants. If he wants to pop his collar, he'll pop his collar and he'll slap you right in the face and knock you out. This is one of the toughest men ever in wrestling. Okay, you can ask Andre the Giant. You know, you can even ask Haku. You can ask them all. This is one of the toughest men that ever lived. And it's Handsome Harley Race. Let's put his arm down so you can see those tatty poos. Yeah, baby. Having tats when barely anyone had tats. Badass. Okay, and then we're not done. Even though I'm a fumbly bumbly, we got his other forearm tattoo. Nice detail on that. The case, you could take it off. I mean, unlike my pants, I'm not going to take it off now. And I'm just going to leave it there because it's very nice. It's a nice purpley cape with the black and white around the neck. The crown does not come off. However, if you're an old Hasbro fan, which if I had my oh, there he is. Effing Undertaker. What does he have on his head? It's a hat. And it's stuck the rest in peace. That's what he'd say. Now we got Harley Race here. Okay, same idea. Like the other Undertaker. You saw him OG. If you never saw him OG, and you just saw him for the first time, for one, you've been living under a rock. And for two, you know, maybe it's been since your childhood. So what I'm saying is his hat is molded on him, as is the Mountie, as is Sergeant Butter, as is Berserker, and the list goes on and on. So this falls in line with that Hasbro feel. I effing love this figure. Perfect. Yes. This is great. This is effing great. Holy crap. Mattel did it. I love it. It's great. How can you not say it's great? Look at this cape. I mean, look at. I mean, he's got the little bendy. I mean, like, okay, some people might not like how the crown isn't removable, but let's remember, these are supposed to be retros. And again, I've already said all the names. You know, I'm sure I missed a few. But still, like, it's the idea, you know, like, Undertaker, look at it. This hat don't come off. Is everybody crying about it? No, because it's awesome. I feel the same way with Handsome Harley. So that's my review on that. We're going to put him aside. And now, out of this sweet box of goodies, the last, but certainly not least, baby. Yes. Yes. Virgil. Yes. Yes. In $1 Million Man outfit. Oh. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Right effing there. The figure that we all wanted. Okay, we got the shorts. I'm a good guy, Virgil. But what about the bodyguard? What about the man that watched the back of the $1 Million Man? We didn't get him, But here it is, baby. Look at it. Look at it! Tell me to look at it right now. Alright. So we'll take his plastic cover off because I'm intense about this Virgil. I don't care what anybody says. It might be figure of the year, figure of the decade as far as I'm concerned. Effing plastic. It's effing plastic. Now we got this card. And boom, bang. Look at that. Look at that. Mr. F Money, Mr. Breadsticks, Mr. Convention, Virgil, Mr. Bodyguard, Mr. Vincent, Mr. Shane, Mr. whatever you want to call him, baby. Virgil is one of my favorites. I don't even care. Let's look at the back. We got a little Virgil, little F&I card. Actually, it doesn't say really shiznit about him, but it does show his handsome face, and it says Virgil with the WWE. And I should have said all their effing moves, but this one, he cash and smash. You know, his maneuver is just a crime, so that's fine. Now, effing money fell out of the package. But you know what? Don't fall out of the package, baby. Oh, actually, it just did. This money's not supposed to fall out of the package, guys. I'm getting a little Oh, wait a minute. I heard from a bird. This shiz is supposed to fit in his hand and not fall up. Apparently, I'm just an idiot, and I figured it out right now. So, yes, it does fit. You're just going to kind of maneuver it a little bit. And then it fits right in his Virgil hand. Lifting it up. Let's see. We put it down. See, still in the hand. That was my bad. I didn't know how to, once again, Vince McMahon style, maneuver it. So now it's in his hand correctly. And I points taken away for my own error. So, if you look at the bills, you look at them, I mean, they're pretty cool. It looks like money. It smells like money. And it's Virgil, you know what I mean? He was taking those $100 bills out of fool's mouth after $1 Million Man put him to sleep. He's got the white boots with the black bottoms. Or, well, it looks gray, but it's really, oh, it is gray. I'm an idiot. It's gray. Never mind those black bottoms. Gray bottoms. That's what it is. So we got him. And like, holy crap, this figure. I should have brought the $1 Million Man up. I should have brought up a lot of things that I didn't. But I just kind of wung it. Is that even a word? I wung it. Is wing it? Wung it. Past tense of wing it. Probably not. I just invented it. So Webster's, take some notes. Wung it. New word. Put it in there. Credit bump shadow. It'll all be okay. But anywho, here is the Verge Man. And I don't even think I went on a comment, which is very disappointing. So let me effing do that. I was just sort of. What up? Oh, Destiny. You've been here the whole time. El Camino. Put a facey poo on there. What's up? Watch so short. I don't know which one you're talking about. I missed it. I should have with the chat. Shadows, bro. Hope you are well, sir. E. Ross, my bro. Always well. Glad to, and I hope the same for you, but plus like 2. Mr. Sal Guzman. What's up? What's up, bro? Thank you for tuning in. Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan. And Lost in Translation 3789. Personally, I'm a Warrior guy. But I also was a fan of Hulk Hogan. I can't lie. I mean, like, he was kind of like the figurehead. But when it came to WrestleMania 6, I was a Warrior guy. So I'm going to say Warrior. The Brain, legend. Hell effing yes, E. Ross, for sure. not only a favorite manager of mine, but a favorite commentator. I mean, and we all know him and Gorilla Monsoon was magic. You know what I mean? And like, but I felt like no matter who he teamed with, he provided such a humor break with like his wit and intelligence. And well, that's why his nickname the Brain. Where is the Brain? Let's show him up. There he is. And that's why he's pointing to his brain to say, look, I'm smarter than you guys. I'm gonna like commentate better than you guys. And it's pretty much gonna happen because of this. And it's Bobby the Brain Heenan. God bless. Lucky. Give him the best luck in the world if you're not religious. To Mr. Bobby Heenan and his memory. This guy will never be duplicated, ever be replicated. And the best manager ever of all time. So with that being said, what do we else we got? If he will be heel soon, I'm just gonna be mad and upset if he joins Logan's team. And that's Sal Guzman Q71. They've been teasing Jay like turning heel for a little bit. It looks like they kind of slowed down with the war games. I don't know what the plans, but it like definitely seemed like he was due for like a heel turn. But then like the war games came up, and you know he's teaming with his bro, and he's teaming with CM Punk, everybody else, and it don't seem that way right now. So I think if you're worried about a heel turn, you don't got to worry anytime soon. Now, at the Survivor Series, at the War Games, after that, he could. He could. They've hinted at it. And, I hate to say it, not to disagree with you, in a lot of ways it makes sense. Like, maybe this Yeet thing has ran its course. Or maybe it's, like, too much. You know what I mean? And it's time to, like, change things up. Or are they gonna, like, push him back? Keep him face and keep him with his brother Jimmy. That's also possible. Personally, actually, I'm against the heel turn. I don't think he should do it yet. As much as I just talked about it, yeah, I don't think it's the time yet. I think when the time's right, it would make sense. It's just, I don't think it makes sense right now, personally. Yeah. Hogan. No, I mean, like, Hogan Warrior debate. I mean, like, obviously, longevity and, like, impact on the sport or the entertainment is Hogan all the way. I mean, Hulk Hogan, even to this day, is a whole name, and I put, like, Austin up there with him, The Rock up there with him. Andre the Giant, Flair up there with them. I guess I'm creating some sort of a Mount Rushmore, but not exactly. Yeah. I mean, no matter what's said in his personal life, I can, just. However, as far as a character, as far as a wrestler, and not the human himself, Hulk Hogan's undeniable. I mean, pretty much he's why it trickles all the way down, even in the smallest form. Even me talking to you guys right now is probably in some way thanks to Hulk Hogan. So that's what it is. There's no lie in there. In his personal life, do I wish he made better decisions? Of course, but I ain't his manager, I ain't his father. So I mean, he did what he did. I'm just talking personally about the character and the Hulk Hogan character, not the man that made racist remarks, because I'm not about that. I've already mentioned that. And not the, made all those crude whatevers. I'm talking about Hulk Hogan, the character, and what he portrayed when he was Hulk Hogan as a character. I mean, they called John Cena the greatest of all time. It's really Hogan. He lifted this whole thing. He made this whole thing. I mean, when I got into wrestling, I got into Actually, the wrestling cartoon first. And who is the main star of that wrestling cartoon? Hulk Hogan. Who did I know the most? Hulk Hogan. Then when I became more into wrestling in the 1990s, I say 1990. Who was the man? Hulk Hogan. Although he is feuding with Earthquake and Warrior as the champion, Hogan was still the man, you know. And once he, got rid of Earthquake and Warrior ran his course, Slaughter got the belt, Hogan won it back. So pretty much in my initial fandom, it was Hogan in the cartoon. And then in my second breath fandom, it was Hulk Hogan. So I mean, personal crap aside, if we're just looking at the character, there's no touching it. And Warrior's like my first or second favorite wrestler. Macho Man's definitely my first, so I'll say Warrior is my second favorite wrestler. And I still say that because I can't lie. As much as I wish Warrior was more effective as a world champion, he really wasn't. He kind of let everyone down in that aspect. I think his popularity is more going after the title as opposed to when he got it. And there were feuds that had potential. The feud with Rick Rude had potential. The one with Undertaker that never really finalized or took off. I know they were wrestling a lot of each other. He locked him in the casket and everything, and they had a lot of house matches. But think about it, was there really a PPV payoff? Why? That was a great match. That was you get the Warrior and the Undertaker. Talk about contrast of styles. Let alone just how big they were, and as Undertaker was rising and as Warrior already rised his stardom. And maybe it was on the downslide of his stardom, which this could have picked him up. I think a nice, healthy feud with the Undertaker would have been nice. Now I know there's more to the story. I know he held up Vince at SummerSlam 91, so everything went to crap. I'm just saying, what if? That would have been quite the feud, and I think we'd all be looking at Warrior a little less like a joke and more like a legend at this point. Not that all people are looking at him as a joke, but I think more people look at him as a legend had he not held up Vince and continued that Undertaker feud. I think that Undertaker feud would have been epic. AJ Styles, yo. AJ's a great wrestler. I'm a little behind on the comments, but AJ's great. Weasel, Ross. Yeah, I love the brain. One of the best. I see you wrestle Cena, and that's Luffy Mania 01. I'm gonna be humble. No, thank you. Dude would probably kill me. That's fine. I'm just telling the truth. I think I'm all set. I'm not gonna exactly walk up to John Cena and challenge him. I think I'm all good. I know he wrestles and makes real fighting, but I'm not delusional. He's a huge human being, a strong human being, and much bigger and stronger than me. So probably not. But you say wrestling match, then anything's possible. But as far as walking up and say, hey, let's do a wrestling match, no thanks. $1 million coat. Yeah, man, the Virgil is effing dope. The hair is perfect on the brand for his figure. E. Ross, yeah, man. Wow, I loved the I should grab them, but it's too late. The epic versions, if you look them up, I love them, but I'll say as far as Hasbro's go, this more looks like what I would have expected. And not in a bad way, just Hasbro way, you know what I mean? We'll take a look at the hair, and it is perfect. I mean, that's exactly how he had it. And the pointing to the brain, I mean, how perfect of a pose. And the microphone somewhere, but he can even put a mic in this, and he's even got the actions, you know what I mean? Like the old school Hasbro's. I think Mattel Retros get a lot of flack, and you can see some of the more cartoony things, and I'll show Warrior, even though I like this figure. They'll get a lot of flack for being too cartoony, and perhaps that is the case on certain figures. However, for one, I don't think they're that bad at all. And for two, like, look at the price point. And I know they're a huge company, and independent companies will cry like, oh, well, they get whatever. Facts are facts. Bottom lines are bottom lines. Money out of pocket's money out of pocket, no matter. You know, me personally, I don't give a crap if you got a small company or a huge company. All I care is the money coming out of my pocket, coming back. You could call that cold, you could call it whatever, but as far as I'm concerned, money don't have feelings. So I don't have feelings. I'm spending it, and I expect a product. Actually, you know what I want to bring up? Let me grab this guy. I'm still bringing up Rush. Okay. I heard from my buddy, Waddy, that he put up a video. A video that I can't see because he fragilely blocked me from his Instagram because I merely asked where my product was and then pointed out the point that he was going to do my comment. And then I said I already screenshot it, which I did, and I still have. But, anywho, I'm like, okay, so he released a video of the Spellbinder that I ordered, and guess what, Sal? I don't give a flying shit about if your feelings are hurt. I gave my money to you. Send me that figure. So you're going to send it to me. That's how it goes. And you're going to send me the rest of them or refund it. So you can put all your little videos on Instagram you want. You know what I mean? And that you actually have a company. But until I get actual product, you're nothing. You're not a company. You're a scam. Until I have a product in hand and the rest of my products in hand, scam. Rush Toys, collectible, scam. I don't care. They can show a million Spellbinder figures. They can take a shot of his undercarriage and show me how developed it is. I really don't care. Like, I don't have the figure in my possession. And have feelings. Maybe his money has feelings. Maybe his feelings have extra feelings. That's what it seems like. But over here, you know, we can be sensitive to a point. But no when it comes to wrestling figures. Listen, bro, I gave you money. Or not, I ripped you one on a YouTube. That's your own effing problem. I gave you money. You better mail me the figure. I'm expecting it, and I'm expecting to review it. And you can expect a review on it because you better. That's all I got. This is what I'm sending to people. And I gave this guy a chance. So show me why I'm an idiot. I did it. However, I'm not going to be stupid no more. I'm never ordering off that guy again. I don't care what he's got. He could put out the coolest looking thing in the world, it looks like. He's unreliable. He's untrustworthy. He's a wimp. He's a wuss. And forgive my French, he's a pussy. And he doesn't react or like respond to anybody's requests, even customers, even people that put their hard-earned money into his stupid product. He doesn't deliver it. Sorry, dude, you're a pussy. Sorry. I mean, you can be mad about it. You can also email me at bumshadows@yahoo.com. Like I've said every live stream. You can also message me back, message you on your stupid site. You could also unblock me from Instagram, not be like a little fluffy poo. You know what I'm saying? So you could do that, but you're not. All right? You're just a mouse in the house, hiding from your family with a little cookie crumb that you found out of the cabinet. And instead of like being something, you just want to hide and be small and be stupid. Okay? Like, hey, God bless you for being able to accept that for yourself, because I could never live with that. I could never live with being so small and so unresponsive and so wimpy and so hidey poo and so like I can't take responsibilities for things. And so I'm gonna run a business and do it in a wimpy poo way. You know what I mean? I couldn't be you. And I'm glad about that, because you claim to have a figure company and you block customers. You claim to have a figure company, but you can't accept any sort of criticism. Excuse my French. Make fun of that. I don't care. You claim to be a figure company and you don't provide product. And then you go on and you do an Instagram about how great your product is when you blocked half of your customer base. You're going to show us a video on Spellbinder? I couldn't watch it even though I purchased it. Friends could. Not me. Not me that paid for it. And it's stupid little underwear that you're supposed to put with it. Little panty poos. You didn't put them in there, did ya? You didn't even think about my order. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't forget. Stupid. I haven't forgot. So believe me when I haven't forgot. Because I forget a lot of things, but not this. Not this. This is straight up. And I don't care how many videos release how cool your product is. Until I have it, it's bullshit. What is it? A figment of your imagination? AI videos of people making figures? I can't believe you. Why would I believe you? You haven't provided anything. So, Sal Medico, or whatever your name is, Rush Collectibles, Rush Toys. I don't care if my contact with you. I don't care if my friends have a conversation with you. You suck. You're a pussy. And until I get my product, you will continue to be called that by me, whether you care or not, until you prove it otherwise. And whether you pride in yourself or can man up to the level, that's up to you. If you can respond to me, I said you could come on my live right with me. Let's have a discussion, baby. Let's just do it, but you won't. You didn't email me, and I know you see this shit. And I know I'm not the most popular, but you're not the most popular either. So when I put Rush Collectibles, I know that you see this shit. So don't fool me and don't try to pretend that I'm like some lowly YouTuber. I know I get your attention, bitch. So just accept it and do something about it. Like the coolest, strongest thing you can do is deliver the product. Now I'll shut up. I'll still review it, and it'll probably still be shit, but I will say that he delivers. So why not do it that way? Because you can't. You can't. You can't even respond to criticism. How fragile. What are you, a Fabergé egg? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, seriously. Human to human, bro. What the hell? You're gonna take people's money like that, dude. Come on. Just own up to it. You know what I mean? He takes all these fancy spellbinder photos. Where are the spellbinders, though? Everyone's all like, oh, Rush Collectibles, look at how great the spellbinder looks. Well, where the hell is it? Everyone can say it looks great. I don't have it, so how the hell am I going to get it? I can look at your stupid pictures, but it doesn't mean a damn thing. I don't have the physical item. I ordered this thing long ago. What about that stupid Frankenstein? I watched the Kyle Peterson thing. He got his Frankenstein. Where the fuck is mine? I don't care about the language. Where the fuck is mine? That's exactly right. All right, you sent it to an influencer like a bitch. Instead of sending it to all your customers, you sent it to one thinking I'll get a good review and then I'll make the money on the rest of it. You think I'm fucking stupid, dude? Come on. So you ain't dealing with the one that's going to be quiet. You ain't dealing with the one that's just going to accept your bullshit. And whether or not you think whatever, my voice is loud and people will hear it. I have a loud voice. And they maybe not hear it today, but they'll hear it tomorrow. And they'll hear it the day after. And they'll hear it the week louder after. And they'll hear it the month way louder after, and they'll hear it the year. Deafening until you can't hear. I promise. So send me my fucking spellbinder, you pussy. Bitch. Salma Deco, Rush Collectibles, Rush Toys. Email me, bumpshadows@yahoo.com. I will invite you on this live stream right next to me. Right next to me, baby. And you tell me what I'm wrong about. Tell me, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Send a effing product. How about that? How about you prove me wrong by actually sending me my stuff? That would be a great prove me wrong, because I'd have my stuff at least. All right, I'm tired of fooling around, and I'm tired of people like, he shows people photos and everyone's boned up. And even, even some of my own people, but I'm sorry, that's bullshit. Take your boner and press it back into your body, because that's bullshit. He ain't doing nothing. He's just showing little pictures. I can take pictures of things too, I promise them. I can take a picture of $100 and say, I'm going to give it to you all. Does that mean a damn thing? No, because I'm not going to give you all $100. So be fooled, be foolish, believe it, go ahead. But I, for one, will not, because I am not a one. Sorry. Okay? Salvatore insincere. You're disgusting. You're despicable, and you're pitiful. The fact that you call yourself a business is insulting to any other business that's struggling and making ends meet and providing services for customers and trying to make it up that ladder. Any business, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a porta potty business, you're insulting them all by your tactics that are not business-like and are not fulfilling of business-like. And what if you delivered? You haven't delivered shit. All you do is post little pictures once in a while, and you block customers that pay you money so they can't even see the updates. I had to get the update from my buddy Waddy, who I guess is in contact with you, and that's his whatever. But that's where it's from. I couldn't even see it myself on the figure that I ordered from you. And okay, are you gonna hold it against me? And then I made a YouTube about you. Look at my pouty lips, they get ready. Kiss me. Yeah, come on, dude. No. I don't order things off of people and expect them to have feelings. You know what I mean? Like, you catch feelings, that's your own problem. Like, I'm trying to just order a effing wrestling figure, a plastic piece of thing. I'm not signing up for a relationship with you. I'm not signing up to be your ex-girlfriend. And then you treat me like one when I message you and block me? Block me? Bro, did you make it past junior high? I know with your spelling of towel, you probably couldn't, because you can't even spell. Even with the world of spell check at Google, you put out a effing product of a towel. I can't get off of this. A towel, a Towle. That's how you spell towel? Come on. What are you, friggin' 4 years old? What the hell are you doing? And then you put that out there without checking? You're a moron. And then when you mail me back, you said, I apologize to this guy. I said, I'm sorry, personal. I said, baby, it's not the right way to go. I apologize for that. And I said, I don't apologize for not getting my figures, but I apologize for making it personal until I heard on an online thing, he's going to close up shop and he still got my money and he still got my figures. Now it's personal. So I say, dude, moron, you messaged me back. What are, he can't even spell the word A-R-E. He has to put the letter R like he's a 12-year-old girl and then put the letter U, apologizing, which I'm pretty sure he spelled that wrong too. Stupid. What else? Moron? Idiot? scam artist, piece of shit. These are all adjectives that I can apply to Rush Collectibles and to sell. Because why? He's a liar. He told me in January, Frankenstein's, it's coming, baby. It's coming. And you can listen to my little remix track I made. I have his actual voice telling me that figures are coming in January when they have not. What are we in? November, almost end of November, almost December, and he's telling me, worry, in January, Frankenstein's coming, it's coming. Moron. And I made a better song out of anything you could ever do with his voice, by the way. That's just my skills. I think it's a great song. It's pretty fresh. But I remixed it, and it's a stupid voice. I made it, so that's why it's good. So I think it's great. You should check it out. It's called, I don't know, Rush Collectibles. I don't know. It's on my page. You can jam out to it, blare it in your speakers in your car, you know, get all the points or whatever. But, like, seriously, like, you know, when everybody in the fig community popped on him showing a picture of Spellbinder, I was like, what a collection of fools. Celebrating this, it's nothing. And I'm sorry, friend or foe, it's nothing. Whether you agree with him or not, I'm telling you, it's nothing. It's nothing. He's just full of shit. He's just delaying a scam. Until I get a figure in hand, what? Am I supposed to believe pictures? In today's day in AI, I'm supposed to believe his stupid little pictures. And this is a guy that can't spell towel. So you think I'm going to try? I mean, he's a moron. And he can't even, like, spell check and Google anything. And then he releases it out there, like, and it wasn't just Tally. He spelled a lot of things wrong. You can look through the messages. I could be a spell check police or whatever. But everyone knows the Tally one. He can't hide from that one. So whether I nitpick his stupid conversations or not, which I won't, because why embarrass further, just look at the Tally situation. And then you can see where this person's intelligence lies. And it's like barely second grade level. If you can't spell towel, like, seriously, come on, towel. Jeez. Towel. The word's towel. Come on. How do you not spell that? And I'm not even trying to harp. I'm getting actually aggravated to the human race. Like, how can you not spell towel when you're supposed to be a man? What the hell? I'm sorry, but wow. I'm really realizing it right now, and it's aggravating me. Obviously. And we have spell check. They didn't correct that for you? Towley? Oh my God. How could you release another product after, like, putting something out that? Like, do you really have any self-respect for yourself when you can't spell? I mean, I make mistakes in typing or whatever, and then I reread them and I'm like, oh man, I said R instead of R, like A-R-E instead of O-U-R. And then I go back and correct it seconds later. But, like, this guy puts out on his site that he's selling a perfect towel, and it's supposed to be an effing towel for the Mr. Perfect Hero. And when it's just, he probably took a bath towel and cut it into little squares and decided, oh, this is going to be a great product because he's a scam artist. And then his stupid little bits. I mean, I could go on for days. I could go on for hours. Just know that at the end of the day, and if you don't believe me, you can ask me. Rush Collectibles, Rush Choice sucks. Sal sucks. Don't order anything off him. I don't care about his fancy poo, Playgirl, fucking Spellbinder photos, whatever. He's full of shit. And he's a shit artist. He's a bullshit artist. And he's a scam artist. Don't order anything off him, especially those in-stock stupids that he has when he owes us all thousands of dollars. And no one can deny that, whether there's little sexy pictures, a Spellbinder, Fantasia, or not. All right. And I don't care. I'm disappointed in the figure community for celebrating this shit. Oh, by the way, Rush did something. Oh, idiots. He hasn't done shit. What has he done? He showed you a picture? Oh, let's celebrate. We haven't heard news from Rush, but he showed us pictures of Spellbinder. Let's all dance around naked, slap around peepees. Like, what the hell are you talking about? He hasn't done nothing. He showed stupid pictures. I can show pictures of shit and say I made them too. Guess what? There's a thing called AI. You know, I'm an old man, but I heard of a thing called AI. It exists. And even if it isn't, he's just taking pictures of a sample that he's not going to release. So even if legit, it's not legit. So fool me once, fool me twice, shame on me. He's not doing it again. And I hope he doesn't do it to you guys again. And don't be fooled by his little Spellbinder, Playgirl images shit. I promise you that. Harley Race, yeah, that is a good figure. Correction, it's powder blue. How do you know your colors? Yeah, it probably is. Actually, probably right. What did I say? Light blue. No, you're right. Takes that cataract eye to look at a little bit, but you're right, Destiny. Yikes. Are you in the new Mark? Are you the new Mark Lane? Yeah, who is that? He was on YouTube and he would have toy wrestling figures in a toy ring and he would have these figures fight against one another. He just kind of disappeared, I guess. Hold on. Zonk, I was 77. I'm sorry if you're gone. I went on a rant, but I exactly do that. I have a fig fed. It's called bum wrestling. I do exactly that. And I used to do that as a kid. And when I say a kid, even in my 20s, I'm not going to lie. I was having matches. Hey, is what it is. Why lie about it? You know? So, yeah. I mean, I do that. I've taped that. I've made events. I've made storylines. I've made backstage segments. I've made vignettes for all these figures. So if you merely just go on the page that I'm on, Wrestling with Bum Shadows, then you put those little things and then official channel in these little C's. That's where you get it. You just go on my channel, click it out. I got Bummer Slam 2024. I'm about to launch soon, Survive 2025, very late in the 2025. However, it will be released. And it's kind of based on Survivor Series. That's pretty funny. It really was, and he made it even funnier that he wasn't trying to be funny. Why does Dad make that same face when he's trying to be funny? When he's not trying to be... well, I mean... I don't know, he raised me. I guess that's just how it goes. It would be he winged it. So, hey, what's up, Stang 972? Minnie Mauser said hi. Hello, Minnie Mauser, if you're still around. I went for a thing, and then Tinglu 972 wants me to say 6'7", and I know, but I'll just say it anyway. 7, okay, and blah blah blah. Do you have an eye patch? No disrespect, just curious. Miss Bunny too. I've said it before, but I expect you to have known because you just jumped on. Had juvenile diabetes at 5. I'd say I took care of it up into my teens. Once I kind of more got on my own or whatever, I kind of ate what I want and drank what I want, and not only just like sugary drinks, but a lot of alcoholic drinks. Became an alcoholic, alcoholic, which is really sweet, and pretty much did myself in. I almost went completely blind. I've had a lot of surgeries on this eye. I have a cataract in this eye. Almost went completely blind. If it wasn't for Rosalind Stevens, who I always give credit, Lebanon, New Hampshire, Dartmouth, Hitchcock, saved my vision. A lot of surgeries and a lot of tough work. And by all means, like, with all respect, I guess I should be blind, but I'm not, thanks to not only my family who, drove me to the place, not only me, the surgeon that did eye surgery, but the recovery. My sister Destiny, who's in the chat, did my eye drops when she was like 10, I think, and she had to see that and do all that, but she cared enough about her brother to do that, and it means a lot to me. Alright, guys, I did say the 6'7". I have an idea what it means. Tang, stop it. Okay. Fine, 6'7". I did say it. So sick, mate. Okay, mate. R.I.P. Seriously, yeah, Miss Bunny. I love it. Oh, man. Bobby the Brain Hayden, one of my favorites. Bye, mate. I'll see you later, Ting. Miss Bunny, type 1 diabetes happened, but it built some character. No, thank you, Justin. In regards to Hogan, facts, yeah. John Cena is mid to be. Oh, Chris, bum shadows. Chris Driver. I just got home from a mall in Manchester. Oh, Destiny's in. Woo! Macho. Destiny's in chat and the life of the party. Did he ever give you a Stone Cold Stunner or a figure 4? Just a few power bombs. Yeah, that was more my go-to move with my little sister. It was the power bombs. Now, Anthony, unfortunately, he definitely got the stunner and he definitely got the figure 4. Hit that like button if you want to see Bum Shadows challenge John Cena. Berna, okay. Hello, Berna. I sub and like. All right, Berna June. Love you. Thank you. Bum Shadows wants satisfaction. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Preach. Salute, Waddy. Business is business. The line is drawn in the sand. That was my ass off. We're definitely related. We said the same thing. Why does that dude have so much emotion involved in business? Business is business. Sick Mrs. Bum Shadows on him. Bum Shadows would be wearing those panty poo-poos right now. Forget that. I would be. He could actually get in trouble for that. You can report it on your bank and they'll refund you all the money you spent on them for real. No, we've been looking into that. He's a sneaky little bastard. But I'll find out. I'll find a way. I don't know exactly myself, and you can even see this. I don't know myself, but I'll find out from someone how to get my money back. It's just a matter of time. If you're watching Sally Poo, Salvatore Insincere, as I call him, because there was a wrestler, for people that don't know, that was called Salvatore Sincere. But get it? His name's Salvatore, and he's insincere? Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there, baby. And no, just saying, I hear you. Oh, jabroni, Christian. Are you a pirate? Andrew said with his eyes wide. And then Andrew, no, I am not. But I'm not. Yes, our families consisted of only pirates. Yeah, Dusty's right. We kind of came over on the ship. You know, we just jump on other ships, rob people, and then I lost my identity. Bro, get an eye. Hey, Brendan, get a new brain. Where is the parrot? Probably up your ass. Yes, he is the famous Blackbeard the pirate. Thank you, Eros. I am. Andrew, I'm the parrot, obviously. Yeah, seriously. Nothing. He did some sweet spellbinder music. Thank you, Chris. I did. A careless bird, Chris. Those are my destiny. People want to be pussies off of when real fans give their opinion. Companies of their products said Waddy, and I definitely agree. What's wrong with you? Why are you angry? Nothing. Play BSF. Well, let me put it this way. I don't know if you're into wrestling figures, but let me put it like this. You put your money into something, you pre-order something from a company, and they deliver twice. So you're like, okay, it took a little bit, but they delivered. Now they put up 3 more pre-orders. Now you've already got these products from the person, or I was, and maybe I'm wrong. I was thinking, well, do a legit business. I gave money, he gave product. Now, how much I could make fun of it or diss it or whatever, that's fine. He gave a product. That's all I'm asking at the end of the day. So I pre-ordered a 3-pack of figures. I pre-ordered an F and Frankenstein from a million years ago. And then this Spellbinder that he's about and showing all these like exclusive pictures of, like it's a big accomplishment. So why I'm angry is I paid for those last 3, and I'm pretty sure yourself had pre-ordered 3 items that probably add up to, let's say, like $175 or $200. You'd probably be pretty upset too, I'd imagine. And if not, then lucky you, you have money to just blow and burn. And God bless you, luck to you on that, you know, but I don't. I'm upset because he's essentially trying to rob me. And I don't know if anybody likes being robbed. I know I'm a pirate, so I rob everybody, mate. But I don't like being robbed personally, so that's why I'm mad. I think it's a pretty easy way to figure, like, I'm pretty sure any normal human would be angry about that. We don't care what's wrong with you. It don't matter if you get Down syndrome or if you're gay or black or even a woman. We have everybody here in my guy. And this is from, all right, you know, some people don't address these comments, and I decided I will. Warning 1-A. You are a moron. You don't know me, and you are stupid. And you're full of hate, obviously, because you have to say you're gay or black. It's like it's a bad thing to be gay or black. Now, your own racism is your own problem. I would advise that you kind of like figure that out, because guess what? In the world, there's a lot of races and people of different shape, sizes, and colors. And if you actually go out into the world instead of masturbating in your basement, you'd probably see that there's other people like in the world that are not like you know, that may have a different color of their skin or may have a different sexual orientation, like that matter to you, but you care so much because you're probably repressing your own feelings to do such. So I suggest, listen, bro, we're in 2025. You can say who you are. Like, don't project it on me. I'm not here to stop you. Just, like, say it. And obviously, I'm not an effing woman. Any woman I'd be. Seriously. Like, come on. I have long hair, but no, not a pretty woman. So no, I'm not a woman, and we love everybody here, my guy. That was cute by Warning 1A. Let me read that. We love everybody here in my guy. In my guy. Yo, hey, I ain't in your guy, bro. Hey, if you're in your guy, you're in your guy. But unlike you, I don't give a crap what you do with your penis and other people's body parts as long as it's consensual. But you want to like try to concern yourself with my love life or my race and making it like some sort of insult. Like, guess what, people? Like, guess what? Warning 101A. All right. There's a lot of good black people out there that have invented things that you probably use every day. You ever think of that? There's probably a lot of gay people that have invented things that you use every day. But you're warning 1-A. Oh no, no, not the warning. Oh, not it. Oh God, no, he's a warning. Like, get out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here, idiot. Warning 1A, you're a dumbass. Russian leg sweep. Thank you, Chris. Oh, it turned fucking green. Whoa, I'm on a green screen? This is effing cool. I don't know what I did, but I like it. Thanks for overhelp. Alright, nothing. Play BSF. Thanks for overhelp. Where from, guys? New Hampshire, USA. Oh, Chris got me. Alright, thank you. New Hampshire, baby, just thank God. Unfortunately. I bet you'll find the negative in everything. Gosh, live a little, Andrew. Live a little from a guy that can't come up with a more creative name than putting his name twice between a stupid little emoji face is going to tell me, I mean, you know, like I should live a little. Hey, Andrew, fuck you. Why don't you live that? Guess what? I live a lot. You probably live a little. Especially if you look down here, so I'm just saying. I am from Moscow, Russia. Nothing play BSF. That's effing cool. How is it there? You can tell me. I'm not here to insult you. Although little Andrews want to put their little piece in the conversation. It's not like that. I am a good guy. But when people say stupid crap or try to insult me, I will make them look like a moron because that's what I do. It's easy. It's fun in a way. It gets a little boring after a while, but especially if I'm trying to like actually convey a message. But now I just came on here just kind of loosey-goosey. So all these idiots are going to get served. I mean, it's no problem. It's just like, it's interesting. I'm sort of looking forward to who makes the next stupid comment. Andrew's pretty stupid. Andrew, with his little emoji face. Oh, with the cute little eyes and the straight mouth against Andrew. And he only has an A for his little effing picture of himself because he's too afraid to put a picture of himself, I'm sure. Because he probably looks like a bag of shit. Bum Shadows is popular in Russia, it seems. Yeah. Andrew, actually, he finds positive in most things. He literally lost his eyesight. He appreciates most things in life more than anyone else. Oh, thank you, sir. And that is true. And Andrew is just, you know, he's a hateful person. He's got hate in his heart. He's got hate in his... So he just can't get it out. And he wants to project it on other people. Like his homophobia, his fear of black people. You know, I hope Andrew, honestly, like, no kidding aside, I love this green screen back. No kidding aside, like, seriously, like, I wish you the best. I hope the hate out of you, because we don't need that in this world. I'm being honest. We don't need that crap. So next time you try to, like, insult somebody by calling them sexuality that they aren't, but you think it's insulting because you yourself perhaps find it disgusting, or you yourself find it really, really interesting, but you don't want to say it, or say something against our race that you more likely than not have no understanding of, and it seems like you don't. And it seems like maybe you were taught to hate certain people. You know, a lot of us are, but we overcome it. And we realize once we get in this world that, as I've said it before, and you want to bring up the negativity, that pieces of shit come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. And that's how I view the world. If you're a piece of shit, I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your sexuality is. You're just a piece of shit. Or I love you. 2 ways. So, Andrew, rest assured, you're a piece of shit. Anyone here for listening this lecture? Lecture? Well, why are you here, stupid? Play BSF. Anyone here for listening this lecture? Dude, plenty of other live streams. I didn't invite you. Like, who do you think you are? Do you think you're something important? Okay, good for you, but, you know, here on planet Earth, I don't give a flying shit. So, please leave. What do you want from me? Lecture? Then why are you here, stupid? Move on. Dumb idiot. Oh, what the hell? You guys do aggravate me. Some of these people do aggravate me because they're so effing stupid. Eros 100%. Love, bro. At Andrew, if you spent mad money on something and didn't receive it, you'd be pissed too, bro. And my sister said that, of course, shedding some intelligence on the effing situation, but Andrew's too busy naming his name twice because he can't remember it once. So he's going to put a little stupid emoji like he's happy about himself in between his own name twice. Andrew, oh, I'm happy about myself with my stupid goofy eyes and my slap mouth emoji because I'm so cool I can type that in the little typewriter. Alright, get out of here. Go play with yourself. Alright, Shadows played for his service and he just wanted his product. He was very right to be upset. You, Ross. Love you. Exactly. Oh, Andrew's back. Oh, baby. This should be fun. I get that always buy Temu orders for my refunds and they give it back. What? Okay. Good that you order things off of Temu. Like, congratulations. I don't know what that has to do with my situation. Okay, it's a totally different situation. Like, you added nothing. You literally added nothing. Except blubbering words, and it involved Temu. You didn't add anything. What am I supposed to say? Like, okay, cool, good for you, bro. I don't give a shit. Did he bumbox anything this evening? I did. Oh, and Destiny, yep. Yeah, 4-pack. Andrew. And he bought off a small business, not a team. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Chris. Eros, yeah, of course. Thank you, Eros. We're seeing all the intelligent people like my sister, my buddy Chris Dreyer, my man Eros. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, brain power within these individuals. I can't say the same for Andrew. And then Destiny said, Andrew, and he's raising awareness about his company because he doesn't want someone to buy from them since it's a scam. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, I like how these cretins, like, come on here and they're just like, oh, he's just complaining or giving a lecture. When I'm literally trying to tell people not to buy so lose their money. It's like, sorry, I'll just let you do whatever you do. I won't say a thing. Let's just let this guy rob us all blind. Yee! 100%. You're us. Damn, I love you. All men know how to spell towel. Thank you, Chris. Exactly. Anyone waiting for GTA 6 said nothing play ESF. Like, okay, so anyone else like he's trying to like, okay, since I don't like this guy, I'll control it. And literally nobody gives a crap about me. So what about GTA 6? I don't give a shit about GTA 6. How's that sound? So have fun with that. All right? Take off your shorts and enjoy it. I don't really care. Jokes. And then nothing play again. It says somewhere that I don't even understand. I'm not even going to pronounce it. Chris Dreyer, I will watch YouTube videos if GTA 6. I got school and work to do. All right, well, Chris would have watched it, but he's got more important things to do. GTA is going to be sweet, but not a lot of systems can support playing it because of running speeds. Does he actually? Only on PS5, but I have a PC. Can't you get on Steam? Man, you not get on Steam. Does only launch on PS5 or Xbox. Play for Russian, blah, 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 ban GTA. Like Russian government banned GTA 5. Don't be thinking oh, all right, hold on. G-Nipper. Don't be thinking you're a pirate. Okay. So I'll just continue living the same way that I do every day. Thanks. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I bet if you look through every video I did, you can find nothing of me saying I'm a pirate. Or even like, I do the imitations and make fun of people. Like I go the arr. It's just to, reinforce the fact that people a lot of the time in the chat, usually when I don't know, but there are some nice people, but I'd say like 25%, they come in here and they show their big brains off and say all this stuff, or they do this whole like, you're gay, it's gay, or when I'm in like a chat with someone else, like if I'm on a live stream with someone else, or like, that's gay. Like, dude, maybe back in the day in elementary school, but like, what are you doing? And that wasn't even right, but like, come on. That's. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Be thinking you're a pirate. Never did. Like, cute statement. We all pirates here. Yeah, seriously, Justin. Because of Russian man, I play in real life GTA 5. Still man's on road like GTA 5. That's banned. Okay, bye-bye. Yep. Hey, bitch, go back to Russia. Chris Dreyer later, nothing. See you, nothing. Woo! Yeah, nothing. Seriously. Love you. I do anything for the rest. For the best, bro. Love you too, Destiny. Alan said HLO. I'm not hip to the game. I don't know what that stands for, so I won't say anything positive or negative. I'm sure my sister will probably cue me. I don't know what it means. What's with the eye patch? Oh, I did answer that, Miss Bunny, but yeah, it was diabetic retinopathy. I got diabetes at 5, didn't take care of myself, developed an alcohol problem, lost sight in actually both of my eyes, got surgery when I was about 30, and then lost the total sight, and it's backwards on here. I lost the sight in my right eye. However, I was graciously saved by my doctor, Rosalind Stevens, who saved my left eye. So I'm very grateful to even have vision, and to be able to see. I did it to myself, so in reality, I probably shouldn't have vision, but I was blessed enough and lucky enough depending on what you believe, to have vision, more or less. I was blind for 3 weeks. Gave me a whole respect, not that I didn't already, for people that are blind. Like, it's not easy, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like closing your eyes, because when you can see, you can always open them and see, and you have that in your back pocket. But when you open your eye and you know you're not going to see anything, it's a whole different story. So, but no, I appreciate the question. Thank you. It wasn't asked like disrespectful at all. It's funny, basically, he lost his eyesight, one eye, from type 1 diabetes. I'm the female version of Bump Shadows, duh. I love you, Destiny. You are. Destiny, oh, thank you. I wasn't hating, I just was curious. No, I believe you. Miss Bunny, too, I believe. No, listen, I'm trashing on people because you might notice they're assholes. So it's not, if you're not an asshole, I'm not going to trash on you. You seem like a very nice person. You've had nothing but, nice things to say, and questions that are questions. They're legitimate questions. So not you at all. I appreciate you. Thank you. And my sister obviously can see that you're also a person. So, hell yeah. Miss Bunny, too. You're always welcome here, anytime. You're a good person, I can tell. Runs in the family. What can I say? Miss Bunny said, Destiny, are you his family? I'm his sister. Oh, that's lovely. How about you support your brother? Yes. That's lovely how you support it. Oh, that's lovely how you support your brother. I get it. Yeah, he supports me too. That's how family should be. Look at Miss Bunny bringing it. Zach Stewart, I'm on my period. Sorry, bro. Or, sorry. Shadows is a savage. Oh, well, thank you. I'd like to be a Macho Man Randy Savage. That's my favorite wrestler, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. And actually, real quick while that's on that, I don't intend to be a savage. I'm not actually like a bad guy. I don't like set out to argue with people. I don't set out to be a jerk. I actually want to get along with everybody. However, stupidity drives me nuts. So once that starts, I start getting aggravated. I start getting agitated. Then I start getting snappy. Because it's just like, okay. Or people that don't listen to me, you know what I mean? Like, not obey me, but at least listen to my effing words. That will aggravate me too. So there's certain things that aggravate me. And I've just come to a point in my life, I'm not going to put up with it. You're going to hear it, whether you like it or not. So you can come on and say whatever you want. You can do your homophobic, racist crap. But I'm going to put you on blast. I'm going to mention your name, and then I'm going to make you look stupid. You can go bye-bye like that other nothing guy or whoever. Because what else can I say? So, Miss Bonnie, sorry. Yes, I am a savage. I'm intense. And Destiny knows this. We're fit. Zach Stewart, don't bully me. My lips are swollen. No one was... Yeah, all right. Miss Bunny said, Zach, no one is bullying you. Exactly. Thank you, Miss. You might be like my new favorite person. Zach gets my doll, sweetie pie. Ah. Thank you, Destiny. And Miss Bunny agrees because she's cool. Or they're cool. They're a cool person. I feel threatened for my life. Oh my goodness. My tail's between my legs and more. You don't gotta convince me. Oh no, at least something is. Haha. Zach, you just got cooked. I know, LOL. Yeah, my sister cooked him. Why are you wearing hospital gloves? Does it mess up your balance? Keep packages super clean when he opens them. He doesn't want to get fingerprints on the wrestling fingers. Destiny be looking fun. Oh, man. You're really hitting on my sister in the chat. Zach, you're really not impressing me right now. That must be really scary at the time. Damn Destiny. Oh my god. Destiny do be looking fine. Agree. And Miss Bunny agrees. LOL. Are you the same person as your pic? Holy smokes. Destiny. Woo. Miss Bunny. Yeah, Miss Bunny is a baddie too. Aw. That is nice. I'm glad Destiny and my sister made friends. And Miss Bunny's cool, so good for her. And I like bunnies. What the fuck? Why does this guy, not does, do's. And it's do's with D-O apostrophe S. So it's actually do's guy. Do's this guy. So it's the property of do's. No offense, like offense, not fence, like offense, but a fence, like a white picket fence is how he spells it. Have two baddies on here. Dude, you're effed up. One of them's my effing sister, man. What's wrong with you? Secondly, whatever. Everyone's welcome here. Don't insult people and make them not feel welcome here. Miss Bunny is plenty welcome because I saw the comments and they weren't stupid. And yeah, bonus points along with my sister. So shut up and just, if you, whatever, find another effing live stream. I really don't care. I don't need your company, Zachary. So get out of here. Yeah, that's my mother, you weirdo. Exactly. How am I supposed to know that? Because she said it in the chat, you moron. Zach, because he's interesting, unlike you. Thank you, Miss Bunny. My goodness. Bro, your sister. Ugh. Zach, that's fine, man. But, I don't know if you have a sister or a brother. You're probably an only child because after your parents had you, they're probably like, never again. Like, look at this freak that we have. But if you do, for some reason, your parents made another mistake besides you, then you'd understand what it's like to hear, like, your siblings attractive. I don't care. Like, bro, she's married. She has kids. So good luck. And her husband's way more handsome than you. Damn, you guys are rude. Zach. Come on now. Zachary, you can't come in here, claiming to be a house of fire and then leave like a little apartment of smoke. Okay? You wanted to be, big bad, and then you try to back down and say oh, I just got my tail between my legs. And then make comments on my sister. Oh, I'm just speaking for her, which I usually don't do. Is not interested in you, I'm sure. Probably, better judgment and taste than. So, yeah, rude, Rick Rude, baby. I'm ravishing Rick Rude, as a matter of fact. I'll put on my ravishing Rude jacket. Show you how these hips swizzle. And then you can want me, baby. You think my sister's hot, huh? Want some of this? Come on, you do. Time to get her husband in the chat to see how hot he... Oh, he's hot. I'm sorry, that's weird. I love Papa John. He's very handsome. I won't say hot or can't say hot. I can't say hot on the radio, baby. Or the microphone. I messed the whole lineup, Chris. Yeah, my fault. Hey, you gotta drink more. Burn! Oh, it's like can. I don't know how I got this green screen, but it's pretty sweet. I like how I messed up. Chris, you gotta pay for that. Shadows, me know you got that Rick Rude body under that shirt. Oh! How does she revision? It's true. It is very true. It's very true. Although, you know, lately I put on a little winter, couple pounds here and there, but I'll get back to it. But no, you know, Bum Shadows tries to keep himself in shape. Honestly, maybe not Rick Rude shape. I don't think a lot of people could get that shape, but not bad. Not bad, especially for my age. I think I'm in pretty good shape. So thank you. It's the Italia tattoo, obviously. There we go. Holy crap, I've been on here like an hour and a half. That's crazy. Favorite comfort food? What's up, Jake? Favorite comfort food? Well, honestly, I'm diabetic, so it kind of almost like not. It kind of ruins food for me in a way. However, if I could, a good slice of cheesecake will set me in a good mood anytime. I love cheesecake. I'm diabetic, and that's probably horrible, but I love cheesecake. What can I say? I mean, as far as a comfort food, that would probably be it. Because if I could get away with eating anything without blood sugar repercussions, it would probably be cheesecake. So, no, good question. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate that. Jake, insulin. Yeah, exactly. I can't believe how mad I made. Not really mad, Zach. More just like, ugh, another one of these. It's not mad. It's frustrated because, like, I'm just trying to put on a stream about effing little wrestling figures, and then people come along and they want to do like you said, oh, you're gay or black. Like I'm supposed to, like these are supposed to be things that insult me, but that I'm obviously not. So, like, I'm the type of person, if I'm not something, I'm going to tell you I'm something, but not because I'm against it, just that's who I am. So, I'm not gay. I love gay people. They can do whatever they want with their bodies as long as it's consensual. Many gays, I don't really care what you do with your penis or vagina as long as it's sensual. As far as black people, I know black people, I know white people. It's all the same unless you're a piece of shit. You could be a white piece, black piece of shit, Spanish, Chinese, whatever. Maybe it's a Martin Luther King style, but I more judge people in their character, not like their skin color or their sexual orientation. So excuse me for evolving beyond the caveman that you present. Hey, yo. Hey, BBA, what's up, baby? Destiny, we're here for the figures, not karaoke, unless Bum Shadows is singing. Do you have to prick yourself and monitor your blood? Said Miss Bunny. I did for many, many, many years. But now, in the past few years, luckily, I was able to. And I'd show you. It's this like CGM thing on the arm. It's called continuous glucose monitor. And it's something like arm, and it can read every 5 minutes. And it's been like really a blessing. Because yeah, you'd have to back in the day, and I've had diabetes actually, believe it or not, for let me see, 40 years. So yeah, like through that, yeah, a lot of pricking the fingers, a lot of the needles, the syringes, and dialing it up and drawing it up and everything. I was lucky enough to, be able to get a glucose monitor and a insulin pump, which I currently use. And although there's still issues with that, it's a lot better and keeps me at a lot better of a blood sugar. So Do I have to prick myself? Yes, in a way, like, but it's just to put like a quick little thing in my arm, and then I have the insulin thing in my stomach, and that's every 3 days, and the monitor on the arms every 10 days. But yeah, the question, like, great. No, I'm honest, like, real questions. So this is nice. Okay, I love you. Hope you live for a long time. Oh, thank you, Jake. I love you too. Not the sugar-free one. That one gives the belly aches. I know firsthand since I ate your sugar-free cheesecake many times as a child. Oh, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Some of the sugar-free candy has a adverse effect where it causes like a laxative effect. So you got to be careful. Although nowadays I think they've remedied that, because I've had some things, and to TMI, I wasn't toilet bound, so that was nice. However, I can say in the past, could have happened. But yeah, like, I know how it was back in the day. More than 3 pieces of the Russell Stover sugar free, you'd be shitting your brains out. So yeah, it's nice that they kind of remedied that nowadays. Damn, homie, I was goofing around. Let's be chill. I didn't say anything about gay or being black. What the fuck? Well, I don't know if you or not, honestly. I was just aggravated at you, so whatever. Brock Lesnar versus Hulk Hogan Prime. Jake. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. I'm from the old, so I think Hogan. However, both in their prime. You know what, Jake? That's a hell of a matchup. That's a hell of a matchup. I would love to see that. It's hard to pick a winner in that. I'll just say my old school ties. I'll go with Hogan, but honestly, bro, Jake, that's a coin toss, bro. That's a good one. No, that's a good one. Thank you for that question. That's a nice one. That's a good, like, what's called fantasy situation that I can think about and be like, wow, that's actually a good matchup. So appreciate you, Jake. Destiny. No, this other person said it. Oh, is it Jake? No, somebody said, oh, Zach. He's using Andrew, that Andrew said as an example. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, Miss Bunny's right. Yeah, Zach, you know. Hulk all the way. Thank you, Chris. Rey Mysterio is the only answer, Chris. Booyaka 619. Chris. My father has diabetes type 2. I'm sorry, Zach. I really am. I know, whatever. I'm not like a jerk. I promise. Yeah, diabetes is a tough thing. It's not easy to live with. You definitely have to, like, change your lifestyle and turn it completely upside down to even make the effort to be on track to be healthy. And it's not an easy thing, whether it's type 1 or type 2. It's a difficult thing to deal with. I feel for people that either got it when they were young, like myself, or got it later in life, or whatever point, because it's not an easy thing to live with. And I'm not saying any diseases or anything else. I'm just saying what I know, and what I know from diabetes is this: it's not easy, and it's very easy to get out of control. Hence, this. And once you do, you lose things like this, or you might lose your leg, or you might lose your foot, or you might lose everything. You might just die. I've known people that went to the hospital with a high blood sugar and they didn't come out. I was lucky enough to have some of those situations where my blood sugar was record high, and I still somehow came out alive. And I honestly, not to like put myself down, I don't think it's really toughness. I think I was blessed and lucky because for everything said, like, not to like spite myself, but I should have been dead. So, yeah, this is a real deal. I mean, I could joke about it all I want, but it's the end of the day, it's not a joke. It's a tough thing to deal with. And Zach, in all honesty, I know we've been going at it or whatever. I wish your dad the best, and I hope that he's able to like pull it together from this. It's a tough thing to deal with, but take some work, but you can get through it and you can still live. I mean, I'm still living. I had since I'm 5. I'm 44, bro. So, and I didn't take care of it the whole time either, and I'm still here. So there's a way that you can, take care of it and not have such a shortened life. Is it easy? Of course not. But maybe nothing worth it is that easy. Where are you at? You got abducted by aliens. I'll just say New Hampshire. As far as I know, I haven't got abducted by aliens. If I was, I'd really be interested to know how that went. Hopefully, and this is my own preference, not against anyone, and my name's Bum. Hopefully nothing going up my bum. That's just my own preference, Hey, just saying. So I did hear about the probing and stuff, but as far as I know, thank goodness, I don't think I've been abducted by aliens. As far as I know, though, I've seen things where they black your memory and you don't remember anything. So hopefully not. But so I don't know. I can say, as far as I know, I haven't been abducted by aliens. As far as I know. But don't close the book yet. I don't know. Could happen. He hit the green screen button by accident, and now he fucks with it. Last I laugh. Yeah, pretty much. Bum Shadows, Secret Secret of the Ooze. Background, I like it. Dwayne, hi. I'm giving you a laptop. Actually, Papa John, my buddy, I didn't feel it. I didn't know if he wanted people to know, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I don't care. Sorry, Chris. But Chris, do give me one. Seraphina's actually helping me set it up now. It's taken a while, to be honest. I've been using my phone. It's just more a familiarity thing. I was like sort of building up to, I wanted to do the fig fed using the computer. So it's taking a while, but I'm going to have Seraphina help me with that. And then maybe do some live stream with the computer instead of just the old iPhone, So I appreciate that a lot, John. But you don't, yeah, man. But I appreciate the thought and the sentiment of that for sure. I think Buddy could become a WWE wrestler. Oh, thank you, Zach. I dreamed long ago. But I mean, back when I would have been able to become a wrestler, there weren't wrestlers my size. Like, I'm 5'9" on a good day. Like I've said, I'm weighing about 170 pounds. Like, today's day and age, I probably could if I were younger. But, back in my day, the times that I would have been able to do it, I just was not a big enough dude. And that's cool. I did always, like, maybe I could be like a manager or an announcer. Actually, an announcer would be a dream. I love announcing. But Oh, bro, I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm pretty sure he has a laptop. See, Chris, I told you. This bodyguard at my old work does professional power slap. Now it's pretty sick. He travels in everything. Oh man, I've seen those. Those can be pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. I've seen some knockouts and everything. People's faces being swollen. It's crazy. At Tanner Classy. At Tanner, which one are you? Okay. LOL. I'm the dealer. This bodyguard is a tool bag. Oh, that's John. My dad drank a lot of beer. I'm sorry. And he has ankles are swollen. I'm pretty concerned for him. Man, Zach, I don't blame you. All honesty, I was more laughing at I wasn't laughing at your comment. I'm not that much of a dink. I was actually reading the one from my my brother-in-law John. But as far as your statement, I'll just again, my dad drinks a lot of beer, and he has it. His ankles, and he has his ankles are swollen. I'm pretty concerned for him. I'm not gonna lie. Imperative that not gonna lie. Imperative that your dad starts to at least get on the path of not drinking. And it's not an easy one, like, at all. Like, seriously, I, like, dealt with it pretty much from, like, 23, like, 10 years. 23 to 33 were my main alcohol years. I eventually quit when I was 33, but it took about 10 years. And this wasn't like, drinking once in a while. I'm talking like I'd wake up in the morning and get drunk. I'd party and drink. Some nights I'd remember and think I had fun, and some I didn't remember, and I was told I had fun, but Sonny, I'm not saying your dad's like that, but I'm just saying as far as diabetics with drinking, it's a tough thing because the alcohol will boost your blood sugar and get very high. And then after that, when you think you've recovered or whatever, and you apply insulin, you'll get very severe lows, like dangerous lows. It's kind of a cruel cycle. Well, not even kind of. It is a cruel cycle where drink, you get high blood sugar. Some people give themselves insulin. Some people just let it go. But either way, the blood sugar drops. Blood sugar spikes beyond 300 to 400. It's going to come down to like 50 or 40. And it's crazy. You don't think that, but it will. And that's where the danger happens. That's where the diabetic comas, that's when, and the highs is all complications. So you can't win either way. It's like you either, go into a coma when you're too low, or you deal with the complications when your blood sugar gets high. And one of them is loss of eyesight. Like I said, loss of feet, and if his ankles are bothering him, see, this is not so scary, but that you and your father, and no, honestly, Zach, I got off on the wrong foot, but whatever, bro. This is serious stuff. I'm not even joking. Like, I hope your dad, like, does well. I hope that you can help him in any way that you can. I hope he can help himself in any way that he can, and, get out of this before the complications, before anything like that. And, bro, like, putting my positive thoughts, man. If you want to come back on here and tell me how things are going, or comment on one of my things or whatever, I'll be back. Yeah, let me know how he's doing. Like, I'm sorry, Zach. But, how about a match that never happened? Boogeyman versus The Fiend. Tanner Brown, that's a nice match. Yeah, I like that. That's a good match. I'll say, like, it sucks that Bray Wyatt was gone. Out of all the, like, wrestlers that have come up, I'd say in the past, just say 10 years, he was the most intriguing character. He was the one that, out of The Fiend I'm talking about, Bray Wyatt, was the character that I was most intrigued by and felt like the most old school vibes from, like, I think he got it with, like, the storytelling and just, just the way that he carried himself. Great wrestler. Now that he's been lost, would have loved to see him face the Boogeyman. That would have been epic. Boogeyman's awesome. I love Boogeyman. It sucks that we lost Bray. Love the Fiend character and love the Bray character, actually. And I think the guy was very creative and very unique, but also very. Boogeyman beats everyone, says BBA. Yeah, Boogeyman's the shiznit. Tanner Brown. Paul Heyman versus Jimmy Hart. Paul at his prime, though. Like in a wrestling match? As managers, that's a tough one. Both. Oh, man. That is a tough one. As much as I love and adore Jimmy Hart, I think Paul Heyman has managed more champions. Off the top of my head, without any research, might have managed more champions. So you might get the edge here. If you're counting also the Paulie Dangerously years and everything. And I love Jimmy Hart. He's crazy. But you know what? If it's managerial skills, I'll go Paul Heyman. And actually wrestling match, I'd probably go Paul Heyman too. I don't know. I'll go Heyman. Can moderator tell him why I ask if he gets abducted by aliens? Yeah, I answered. Oh, okay. This is from a while ago. I did answer that. If I get abducted by aliens, like I said, not that I know of. Not that I know of. Didn't wake up with a sore bum shadow. Didn't recognize anything really that was out of sorts. But I guess it's possible, but not that I know of. So that's my answer. I'm aware of. However, anything possible. Chris says the phone is better for live streams. I use the laptop if it helps. Yes. No, it's more than that. Chris, I want to do the obviously the survival, the bummist, and I've just been kind of using the familiar what's it called thing, the phone that I have. Like, I was like, Serafina, please. And I won't lie, I need Serafina to help with it, to set it up. But she's got it going. She knows how it's running. I think she can help me with it. And like you said, if I could use a memory, because I gotta like delete crap to like get the memory to like show up for certain things I'm doing. So it's definitely something that's gonna be utilized. It probably should have been sooner, but it's a little later. But no, I have plans. Help him with the green screen, please. Palm 428. I like it, actually. It was totally by accident, but it's pretty cool. Excuse me. Favorite color? So I'm perfectly okay with this. It does cut my hair a little bit weird, but hey, whatever. It looks cool, and then I can do things like this. See that shit? Pum Pum, I told him, haha. She did. Zach Lansing is the dude I was talking about for Power Slap. It was Zach Lansing is a power slapper. Good luck to you, Zach Lansing. I hope you slap the crap out of everyone's mouth. Yeah, man, it's rough, but he eats good at least. Zach. No, it is rough. And, you know, eating good is good, but maybe contributing to the problem. Like, you know, I'd love to honestly just eat everything I ever want, like every day pretty much, but I don't. And the reason is diabetes. You have to, like anything, I guess. Although I abuse it with alcohol, I couldn't do it like anything moderation. You know what I mean? Like as far as like the eating, you know, if you can even like do less of it or less of the bad crap and replace it with something good, it's not easy. But if you can at least start with eating less of the bad foods that you would. And I like, and hey, I'm Italian. It's like, oh, eat, manja, manja. You know, like, but is it for the best all the time? No. And if you're diabetic, especially not. That if I didn't, you know, and I've had my moments, you know, I'll get that occasional BK or McDonald's or whatever, you know, and you know, and I'll adjust my insulin and everything, but I just don't do it every day. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. It's a lot about dieting. It's a lot about exercise, if possible. Some people, unfortunately, are limited with using because of just maybe things that they incurred from diabetes, like foot loss and things like that. However, we can all exercise and we can all find a way to do it, and it's probably the best thing. Exercise and at least start with the diet of eating like not exactly different things because it's a little shock to the system, but maybe just less. Start with that. Then you can incorporate things because as the hunger grows, you can replace it with like instead of I'm hungry for this, I'm hungry for a vegetable or something. And it seems crazy for some people, but it will get to that point. It's not a bad point to get to. It's kind of one that you have to. If you really want the longevity of life and without the complications. Complications are serious, you know, like I've said in the story, if I were at the time that I lost my eye heavier person, I would have lost my foot. I would have lost maybe my leg. Not saying my eye's a picnic or anything, but when you get to that point, diabetes, it attacks your fat. And because of my lifestyle, I was too skinny, sickly skinny, and it attacked my eye. But still, you know, you lose a foot, you lose a leg, you're in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. Now, does it suck having one eye? Of course it does. But I won't lie, I'd rather this than lose a leg. So even in my worst, I still feel lucky. So maybe I went off the track and didn't answer your question exactly, but I know eating well, but what are you eating is really what it is. And any form of exercise is always great for a diabetic. Any form of exercise. Whether it's just like walking around the living room a few times or just whatever, like, or taking, if you're able to, take a walk outside for a little bit. Try to take more steps. I know it sounds silly, but park in a like farther away spot so you got more steps when you go into the store. I to this day, and I'm not like overweight or anything. I just It's just something I do because it's a way to burn, like, you know, extra calories, sugar down, get the exercise going. It's good for your heart and everything. And that's not in extra steps. I mean, instead of parking in the front row, I park way in the back. So now I get some extra steps going on. I still walk through the store and everything. It's just extra. And that little extra, though, adds up and it goes a long way. And, you know, it can take a 200 blood sugar to like, you know, 70. And some people it's hard. Like, it's taken me years. Like, I just here got to a 7A1C, which is huge, and I plan on continuing that. However, was it easy to get there? No. Literally took me like 35 years to get 7A1C. So yeah, not easy. Sorry, I get on these diabetic rants or whatever because obvious. Yeah, man, it's rough. But okay. Zenka. Oh man, Chris. Oof. I remember those days, baby. A lot of Zenka. I drank a lot of Zenka. Holy crap. Way too much. For anyone that doesn't know, I don't know if it's in everyone's area. I assume it's worldwide popular. But there's this cheap vodka called Zenka that was actually bottled in the hometown I lived in. And it was probably aged like a second. So, yeah, it was pretty rough. A gut killer, a me killer. Probably a big part of me losing my eye was thanks to Zenka. It would have been another alcohol. It wasn't Zenka, so don't get me wrong, but like it just happened to be my drink choice. It was the cheapest vodka, the strongest drink that I could get for the cheapest. And like back in those days, I could get like a Traveler. So I don't know. I've been out of the alcohol game for a while, but there used to be these Traveler things. I don't know what the ounces were, but they were like $3 back in the day. And I'd take one of those Traveler things and I'd be guzzling it. And I'm not gonna lie, I drink and drive all the time. I did a lot of bad shit and irresponsible things that could have put not only myself, but other people in danger. So it's a real problem, and it's, you know, like not just a problem for diabetics, it's a problem for, you know, a lot of folks. But I will say when you add diabetes to the daily tasks along with alcoholism, you're in for a hurting. So the best thing you can do is just you gotta reassess things. You gotta sit down and just say, you know, if you have a problem with food, you gotta say, I gotta eat less. I gotta do less of this, and I need to exercise more. If it's alcohol and you're a diabetic, I would recommend that you try to quit like immediately. I mean, it's just gonna be the best. It's not easy. It isn't. Like, I'd be lying. It's very difficult. I mean, it's still different to this day, even for me. And I've been past like what 11 years at this point without drinking, and you know, still to this day, there will be times I'll think about it. You know, not gonna lie. But I just gotta think of like my health and what it costs me. You know, so sorry, I didn't mean to make this wrestling figure podcast. Think about diabetes, but it just came up, and I just happen to be diabetic and lost an eye from it. So, all right, Zach came back with I don't watch the WWE anymore, but Stone Cold is one of my favorites. Yeah, Stone Cold is a man. I mean, back in the 90s, like the late 90s, him and like NWO became really popular, and like I remember, like, if you wore a wrestling shirt in my school, and Chris could probably vouch for it, and still, maybe even after the popularity, you're considered like a dork or a nerd. But I noticed, like, in the late 90s when NWO and Austin came around, all the quote unquote cool kids were wearing those shirts and everything, and it was very interesting. So, yeah, Austin was a huge part of that. I think, I know The Rock was there, but really Austin was the one that launched the Attitude Era. Rock was there, and he was definitely like great second banana. But it was really Austin that broke that off. And I think in WCW world, there's obviously NWO. Tuxedo match. Jim is Teddy Long. Well, let me tell you something, player. That would be really entertaining. You can use external hard drives to store stuff for the laptop. I get a ton of music and movies and stuff. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah, no. Oh, I appreciate you even, gifting me that. It was, not trying to get too much, but it was a very nice thing for you to do, so I do appreciate it. Antoine, do you really only have one eye? Well, yes, as far as vision, there is an eyeball here. It does not see. It's smaller than this one. And it's also like cloudy. I'd show it, but I just don't want. I'm just doing this because it's part of the Bum Shadows character. I figure I'll throw an eye patch on. But what I like about it is that it's like based on reality. Like, there's lying, like it's a blind eye. There's a patch over it. So instead of just going for style points, like it's legit. So I figured why not do it. I get my pirate comments and I get my whatever's comments and I just sift through those, but I think it's pretty cool. I mean, you gotta think, like, if you had one eye, and it was like not symmetrical with